Hey everyone, it's Chris in the North Conway studio, joined by Dylan Henry of Cranmore Mountain Resort, and we're going to talk some wintertime fun. Dylan, thanks for joining us via Zoom.
Thank you for having me.
And let's give people an overview of the need-to-knows for skiing Cranmore this winter. Obviously, we're still dealing with COVID restrictions, many of them mandated by the state. So tell us, how are people skiing Cranmore this winter?
So you can tell that people are skiing Cranmore this winter. You might see people kind of, going by me in the background here. But the things that you need to know when heading to the resort is it's kind of standard with what's going on in most industries these days is make sure that you're bringing a face mask or some kind of face covering so that when you're in close proximity with other guests or with our staff that you have that on and readily available. A lot of people wear neckies like these, you just kind of pull them up and it's super easy. It's not really too much different than your normal ski season. Besides that, we're doing a lot of things in advance. So make sure you're going to www.cranmore.com, checking in ahead of time, buying your tickets ahead of time. If you're planning on dining here, look into our dining options and doing your reservations ahead of time as well. So just really planning ahead, and then also making sure that you bring a backpack or make sure to leave your stuff in the car as well. We don't have a lot of space around the resort for putting personal belongings because those just add additional touch points. So the safest solution that we came with this year was to really rely on people bringing things and leaving them in their car, their personal belongings. If you want to, ski with a little backpack or something, you can do something like that too. Just to make sure that you only have the things on you that you can really carry, leave everything else in the car, just plan ahead of time.
Yeah, that seems to be the biggest thing is planning ahead. And I think one of the big differences is the ticket office. You can't just stroll up to the ticket office this year and get a day pass. You're going to have to plan in advance at cranmore.com.
Yes, yeah, we do have limited quantities of tickets available, whether it's for skiing or for the tubing part. So just making sure that you're going online ahead of time and purchasing those tickets in advance. We are not doing on-site sales this year. So, like you said, Chris, just making sure you do that well in advance.
All right. Now, when you do get to Cranmore, you're going to enjoy some wonderful ski terrain, some great activities, and there are some food options available this year. Tell us about that.
We have probably the most food options that we've had in any winter. Wow. And I do have to say as well that, unless you're actively skiing down the mountain, you probably have a food option within sight. So this year we have Zips Pub coming back. We've also added some dining space on the back of Zips for Zips Deck. And then we have Legends, which is in the second floor of the base lodge, which has a lot of grab and go options. We've added the food truck alley, which is just to my left here. Where we have Cheese Louise, which features gourmet grilled cheese sandwiches, as well as the Tin Can Company. And they have savory wraps and crepes and things like that. And then let's see, the Meister Hut will also be open from 11 to 3 o'clock during holiday periods. That's at the summit of the mountain. So it's, a little bit of the background up there, but not quite visible from where I'm at. But
way at the tippity top, great view. So many options makes it easier to be socially distanced this winter at Cranmore. That's fantastic. And if you do want to have a sit-down meal at Zips, I assume reservations are probably going to be needed for that, right?
You can do so. Like I said, with everything, kind of just go online in advance, and you can visit our dining page on our newly redesigned website, and you can do a reservation up to 48 hours in advance for Zips. And the same thing with a couple, I also didn't mention before, we have sliders open by the tubing park, and we have the Chili Mac Express, which is right in the main area once you walk up into the resort. So plenty of dining options. We do have some virtual queue lines implemented for some of our dining options like Ledges or Zips or the Meister Hut, where you can either scan a QR code or you can set up an account ahead of time, which you can find the information for on our website. And some of them will do things like you'll get a text message when your table's ready and things like that. So just to kind of streamline the process, get rid of as many touch points as possible.
All right. Cranmore is absolutely killing it this winter. I've heard great. Oh, you want to pause that?
I had a little technical malfunction there, but if you could possibly repeat that one for me.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We can do an edit point right there. I was
Okay.
just saying, Cranmore is absolutely killing it this winter. I have seen just such positive reviews on social media, the way Cranmore is handling operations and allowing everybody to really get out in the hill and enjoy themselves. That's the most important thing. So plan in advance, wear a mask, socially distance, and then rip it up. What are we going to find for both terrain at the ski area this Christmas vacation week, and what do we have for adventure park activities?
Yeah, so for the mountain itself, right now we have, I believe it's 17 trails open, 3 lifts operating. We have Shoals Terrain Park, which is, it's right over there. You can't quite see it, but we do have a terrain park open now. We're planning on opening more daily as, the weather permits with snowmaking. And we did get a great storm last Thursday, which brought us just over 6 inches of fresh natural powder on the mountain. So everything's looking clean and white here, and we have plenty of terrain open, and we're going to be opening more daily as we move into the later phases of our snowmaking. For the tubing park, it's the other thing that we've got going on this holiday break. I believe it looks like maybe 6 lanes open, or so I can see just to my left here. But the tubing park, we're doing in 2-hour time blocks for the skiing and for tubing. We have extended hours through the holiday period, so you can make sure you check those hours out online to see when we're doing those. But tubing is in 2-hour time blocks, and you can get your tickets in advance for that. And yeah, they're having a blast over there. I've been over a few times, and it's a lot of fun over at the tubing park, and everyone seems to be having a really great time here at the mountain.
All right, that is fantastic. And from our office down here in North Conway Village, we've been watching those plumes of white snow come up from your snowmakers, throughout the last few weeks, getting ready for this Christmas vacation week. And It looks to be a good one at Cranmore Mountain Resort.
Yeah. Oh, it's looking great here. We have very high hopes for the week coming up, and we're all having a blast here. It's great. This is one of the best activities that you can do while wearing a mask and social distancing, and it all kind of just comes natural while skiing. So yeah, we're having a great time here this season, and we're looking forward to having you all back here.
All right, Dylan Henry, Cranmore Mountain Resort. People plan in advance. Go to cranmore.com and plan for your fun day at Cranmore with your friends and family. Dylan Henry, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
We'll talk to you soon. You're watching White Mountains TV.